Great day, family. What's going on? I'm not sure who's busy. I know I actually changed the time of this. Then next thing you know, Add Power went live. I'm like, you know what? I know I actually changed the time of this. Then next thing.
Stack that bitch up, Mike.
Yeah, truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. That man, truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't, it ain't legalized. Realize. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Realize. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Realize. Yeah. Slavery was a long time ago. How? Same motherfuckers still here right now. Colonized on our land, they ahead of us. Changed our name so much they scared of us. Children of the sun, y'all don't compare to us. Pale-faced people, this ain't y'all area. Talking about America. Pale-faced people, this ain't y'all area. Even up the playing field, bitch, I'm darn. How you a victim, bitch, you a Karen. Cognitive dissonance, you don't need sperm. You got white privilege, so you don't need sperm. Looking at my homeland, man, I can't believe her. Colonized came here, they ain't never leave here. Indians ain't die off cause we here. You ain't gotta lie, just say you won't be here. How you American but not indigenous? 400 years still ain't get rid of us. All Europeans, naturalized citizens, made all the Indians niggas on the census. 92, we was on the fences. Civil rights movement, we was so defensive. Black Wall Street, whites got so offended. Common law rights gave us amendments. Think I don't speak truth, that's alright. First place, 1619 was all white. 1200 wasn't no continent, all white. Europe named after a black woman, alright. Grafted, it come from us, do your research. Go within, quit listening to teachers. And the Nuki got voice coming out the speaker. Cut off, trigger, made us weaker. Really, they foreigner, the shit gets thick. Whites don't know where whites come from either. I'm Aborigine, we come from the ether. Ruling over us in our land, that's evil. Being colonized right now, black people. Prisoner of the war, that's why it ain't equal. Wake up, everybody, don't be no sheeple. Freedom ain't free, really, freedom is illegal. And we can't get mad at this. Whites act like we can't see their advantages. Privileges real, they working in management. Low down, dirty, but they calling us savage. They want you to think they above us. All white people are part-time judges. I ain't no racist, but I ain't no sucker. I ain't no African, but they my brothers. Been lied to, I got built up anger. We built everything, still on the savior. Call yourself black, please do me that favor. Black tourmaline will protect you from a hater. Listening to oppressors is dangerous. Gave us a Bible and stole our nation. Said we couldn't read what we didn't know the language. Kept us on paper because we didn't see the danger. American Indian, keep the religion. Skin copper color look just like a penny. Wanted our land and you called us stingy. Ain't no Democrats there to gotta pay attention. We got ancestors but the papers is missing. Kings and queens we just can't remember. Remember who you are, just like Simba. Now they got a vax, we don't want that in us. George Washington is the ninth president, look it up. United States only 10 square blocks, look it up. White people really the minorities, look it up. Courtrooms don't got authorities, look it up. You want me, say stop governing me. Gave me a straw man, it's really not me. Why you don't keep it 100 with me? Why Trayvon Killer still walking around free? Made this song for the truth, don't hate it. History was told in reverse, I've stated. Streets still oppressed, somebody gotta say it. I'm taking out of school, that's the reason I made it. History is his story. History is his story. History is his story. History is his story. That ain't my story. History is his story. Probably ain't your story. History is his story. It's his story.
We're gonna play one more and get into it, guys. While we look a little bit up over this map.
No peace! No peace! No peace!
So we gon' die every day. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if he can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. We been here, lived here, open borders, off for rights, kidnapped, bitch slapped, blacked out, covered up, washed white, drugged up, slugged up, beat bread, left for dead, fuck your life. It's all a plan, kill your man, take your land, slave your kids, rape your wife. Why did I say it's true? Why y'all look so mad if all this shit happened to you? White man quick to tell you was a slave, nothing before. But he himself only been free since 1840. On recording, I'm an ancient Egyptian from Atlantis, headed straight for Canada, that's Israel. Nothing fake about me, no capping, rapping, y'all just fed the ink and I'm digital. No caveman, I'm original. Kentucky fried, extra crispy. We're a lot of gold, cause my family history. I'm the guy to know, I bring death to history. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if he can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if he can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. Power, only respect power. Respect power. What's been said can't be said no louder. Stand for something, or you die a coward. They bombed our churches, set our kids on fire. Police keep erasing cause they backed up by the nation. Nation ain't complaining cause the Indians still hanging. Comanche, Sioux, Apache, ain't no history in blackness. No reason for that chatting if to win this action. AR on my body, tell the bro to grab the shot. It loading up that new edition, finna hit him with this bobby. I can't shoot the shit, but 30 shouldn't miss. 54 races, 104 is click. Anytime in prison, they don't want the shit. They don't want the problems. Snitches get the stick. Talking all that hatred, end up running like a bitch. Quick to call the laws, quick to play the bitch. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if he can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if he can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came.
Hey, Ali, these youngins be getting it in with the music. What they know about that? Yes. I love our Aboriginal content for this music. They have the beats and everything that our youth are interested in. They can get information while they're listening to it. Yes, you saw it, bro. You saw it. You saw it. Yeah. So check it out, y'all. Let's look at this map. I want to know what y'all thinking. I'm about to look. Let's look a little bit in detail here. We see all these different towns, right? All these indigenous names. This is America in Russie. So where they're talking about Russia, I believe. I'm not very good with the geographical information, guys, but I'm looking at this and it looks like this may be what was Russia, also a part of America, way back when. Okay. I'm going to go down here. The first place I zoomed in on was my hometown and the hometown of my grandma, home of the Chickasaw Nation. Chickasaw. Let me see, where was it? Wow, the way they have all these in here. Y'all see the Poncas right here. This is around the Nebraska plate. We see, let me see, dang, where did it go? I just saw it. Let's see. Let me get back Little Rock. Saw Little Rock. I saw all of it. Hold on. I only looked at this map twice, guys. I got a couple of maps, like quite a few maps. I hear people talking about the new maps, or not so much new maps, the older maps more recently. So I'm like, let me go through my files and find my maps. And sure enough, I was able to find a couple of good ones. So I want to show y'all some of these. Here we go. Home of the Chickasaws, the Chickasaw. That's me, the Chickasaw. Ring in the maps, bro. Said ring in the maps. Yeah, bro. Yeah, let's show them what it looked like. Yeah, that was Russia. That's Russia. Yes. I wish I had some of you guys with the G. Juan, I wish you can come up here so you could read some of these names that are in Latin. I just assume. I hope that's not being prejudiced per se by assuming you speak Latin, brother. But I assume that you do. If so, I would love for you to get up here and go over some of these names. So look, guys, y'all see the Choctaws was over here by the Chickasaws, the Chickasaws. Y'all know I'm gonna shout that out. The Chickasaw. Talking about that Arkansas clan. That's where my ancestors come from. Little Rock, Little Rock. Y'all see it. Y'all see it representing. Representing the tribes. All right, all right. Y'all see these names though? It's like fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Let me. I actually want to see. I want y'all to see some other stuff you may not have even noticed when I was going over it at first, right? Let's look at this. I'm gonna have to zoom back out. I hope you guys can hear me. I had the microphone down because I had it near the Bluetooth. So let me see. If you guys can't hear me, let me know because I want to make sure you can hear what I'm saying. You guys can hear me, right? You guys can hear me, right? Right? Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Wholeness, fam. What's up, everybody? Can y'all hear me? Somebody put a one in the chat. If you can hear me, anybody, let me know because I want to make sure I go. Yeah, thanks, Jink. Thanks. Okay, so boom. Let's see. All right, y'all. This what it is. Peace, Chris. Peace, brother. Hope you had a good day yesterday. Salute, Ghetto Clinic. Peace, bro. Peace. So yeah. Let's get back to this map, y'all. Hold on now. Y'all know I got to go to another page. So anybody in the chat, y'all already know it's all peace and appreciation for y'all showing out for this information. I thought this was Simon. Sorry, y'all. So what we're gonna do, I want you guys to see some of these things here. These were what fascinated me a lot too. Now, these particular map, there's another one I have like with Europe and other things and show stuff. So this says right here, I'm not very good with some of this language, but I can basically read this and you probably can too. It says the statistic commercial in industries in Mexico. So this is showing Mexico, and I can't read this. It's giving descriptions of stuff, y'all. This is like crazy. See, this is why we need to know other languages. This is why we should be able to. I should be able to read exactly what this is saying, but man, I can't. But anyway, it talks about the religion. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in a little more on this spot because with this I have to zoom in on the area to get it at its closest. So, all right, let me see. Let me go right here. Okay. Okay, so as you guys can see, it's superficie. I'm not sure what it means. Then it says army. So army, obviously, they're talking about where they set up as says it was 10,500 homemade D troops. So yeah, it was 10,500 troops homemade stuff. So it was men that were troops or what have you in the region. 1,874,000 military nationally. Dang, they had over almost 2 million national military. It's at the Marine military. 21 Vallas de Lingue, the Frites, Spat, Don't Bit, de Faber. So obviously they had smoke camps. It says something about the vapor. So there was some type of smoke camps. 2,040 cannons. So they had cannons. 7,500 Marines. So I guess that's the Marines. 14 arsenic by places in forts. It's at the revenue. They had $4,200,000 in revenue for this coming in and doing whatever they were doing at this time. So it was. It said the productions of nature, granite, porphyry, riches, and mines. So they said it was a lot of mines. De la California. So in California, they said there was lots of riches in the mines of California. Man, they was telling everything on these maps. Per Ciabor, zinc, they had magnesium, Vietnamese. I'm not sure what that is. Industry, they had machines of vapor. So they had vaporized machines. So when they came over here, it's telling you there was already industrial stuff going on over here in America, but they making it look so desolate. That shit crazy. Manufactured, the touch, Espan, construction, de novo, then the ports. So they had a lot of construction going on in the ports, going on around there, so on and so forth. The chemicals, the 56 kilograms of something. So they had a whole bunch of stuff going on in there. And their religion, past day religions, Dominion Liberté de Culture. So they had their own cultural religion. There was no type of religion going on. They had their cultural religion. It literally said that. I don't know if you guys, could read that. Some that speak Spanish. I can't read everything it says, but I know a little to kind of read and shift through. So if you can, you guys can jump up. Let me just go over here in the chat real quick. All right, guys. Y'all with me. I see many ones. So Yes, bro. This part of the map is very freaking important. Very important. That's why I'm trying to read to you guys most of it. Just from that first part, it tells like a whole freaking lot, right? Let's get to this next part. This one says, hold on, let me go back to the corner so I'm not missing anything. Superficie, 2,420,600 kilograms of carbon, I believe. The population was 6,800,000 in the habitat. This is a married. This is in America, obviously. 1,700 homemade men, 75,000 demilles nationally. So all the different people they had. The Marine is talking about the Marine. The production in their nature, their origin in abundance of where such and such. Industry exploration, where the mines. Wow, the industry. Their explanation was of the mines, going to the mines, trying to get everything they could. Say it right here. The commerce that the commerce the de-exportation or at urgent in lingots, sucre, farine, viandes, celes, legumes, sex, ceres, tenes, cocoa nail. So cocoa. Oh, they had a lot of cocoa. They were exporting. They had viennes, which would have been vanilla, tobacco. I saw that somewhere else. Maybe it's on the other area. Religion, and they were Catholic. So in Mexico, they had already been converted to Catholic, guys. If you see here where it says religion, they were converted to Catholic. Let me drop the link in case anyone want to jump up. I know y'all sometimes don't really want to. Most of you guys are here just to get this information that your girl providing for you. But if you definitely want to jump up, you can. Chris said, what is this map and where can I get it? Sweetheart, I'll be quite honest, Chris. I'll have to search the link because some of this stuff I have documents. I've done research over like 30 years almost, like not over 30, I'm lying, nearly 30 years. I'll say that. And in my research, I started out with the religious research because I used to be a Christian and I used to be into church and all this and that. And then my spirit started talking to me. I don't know what happened. One day I was sitting in church and my spirit just started waking me up and telling me things and showing me things. And, I just became aware of so much. At that point in time, I started researching and studying a whole bunch of things. I got into medical, I got into health, so on and so forth. A lot of information I have dug up, and I have I'll download information, I'll save links, so on and so forth. If this is a link that I can post, I'll try and do that later. I want to make sure that I'm getting this stuff taken care of real quick. Bro, what's going on? I want to make sure that I'm getting this stuff taken care of real quick. So it's pretty hard for me to like remember where I got the source, dig up what source this was from, this, and that. I mean, it kind of is what it is, brother. I can't really provide all of it, but I definitely will try and see if I can get the source for this, or at least provide a link to this. But it's actually in one of my documents in my download folder. So I'll do the best I can to provide this to you guys. And if so, it'll be in the comments after the video. Yeah, what's going on, James?
Hey, fantastic. That's what I'm saying. The maps are showing you what they wrote truthfully at that time of exploration. So everybody was exploring and they was drawing and they was putting down what they saw at that time. And that's why some maps are not complete or whatnot. But this map is very good because you have Asia and Russia right there together over to the right. And I was like, ooh, interesting, because
right, and it's still attached.
Yes. So this is a great map to have in your library. This and then it clears up a lot about who was where, what was going on. As you can see, these people was exploring all over the place for whatever reason, looking for something. And you can notice
This particular map shows the population. It's showing the sizes. It's showing what religion they had. It's showing what they were cropping. It shows what was there. It shows what they were exporting, what they were importing, what they weren't importing, but what they were exporting, so on and so forth. It's showing exactly where all the mines are, in which areas there were mines. So we know where these mines are. There were all type of minerals and resources. It's crazy. Costa Rica, right? This one's talking about Costa Rica. They were converted to Catholicism by then. So it's phenomenal how this information we're able to explore, and we need to make sure that we're aware of it because it opens our minds. It opens up. You guys know that My main thing is to open the portals of the mind. That is creating, an instance for blockages to be removed when it comes to fact over fiction, and telling you things that these people want you to believe for our history, and then trying to convert things to what they want it to be versus what it actually is. These are the European colonies, just so you guys see. Let me go up a little bit, actually. This shows that it was a swampland there. They ain't had shit. I'm sorry to say it like that, but it is what it is. This was the colonies of the Europe up here. You guys see it. Nothing. More of nothing. But swampland, water, dead trees drowning, all of that. Did you want to say something about that? I heard you mention Europe, James.
Yeah. What year is this map? Do they have any information what year this map was when it was made?
This is 18. Yes.
Oh,
Let me go
in
back.
the
I think it's at
1800s.
18 something. 18. Oh, yeah, it's in the early 1800s. I think 18. Hold on. It has
Okay.
the exact date on it somewhere. I just was looking at it. Hold on.
So this shows everybody coming here.
Nope.
It got everybody in
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Now, why would
Everything
the
they did,
world?
what they was doing. Is hold on. It
Mhm.
shows all 1861. Here it is. 1861 map.
Wow, that's Reconstruction time.
Yep. That's everything they was doing.
Everybody came here.
So when we look at this, let's see here. Yep. And it's showing, check this out. This is the important part I want you guys to see too. You see right here, it says America Russi. This is Russia. It says America
Mhm.
Russi. They was all apart on that map. We're going to go to the map in a minute. I just want you guys to see about this. When it comes to this, it's
Now,
telling you everything that was going on.
now you know that
They
book I
only had
gave.
50,000 inhabitants in the entire area.
Wow. You know that book I gave you,
You
the
kind of cutting
ancient
out.
history of Oh, I'm sorry, I'm cutting out. It's called the Ancient History of America Anterior to the Time of Columbus. That also gives you some
Right, right. I haven't had
information
a chance
about
to get it.
Russia. Yeah, because the book was a report to the king in Russia. It's a report.
Hmm.
So, and he had to report
When it
to
comes to this
Russia.
map.
Yeah, so now you have this map also going along with the book that was written. This is great. This is excellent.
Hmm. And look at this. This says America in the Angolese. Check this out. So it shows everything is America. To me, this is the way I've read this because I remember when I looked at this before. This was before I knew anything about Aboriginal. All I know is that my grandmother was, and from that story, I know certain things from what I know on my past on that. And then when I think about it, when I was looking at these maps, when I did a story on this a couple years back talking about the Americas, I wasn't familiar with like the Aboriginal information and stuff, just knowing what I know personally. So this is crazy. So it shows that the American Angolese was the Nouvelle Britain, Canada, in Nove Brunswick. So New Brunswick was also part of America. All these places they try to say are like different or what have you, but it's all part of America. It shows you right here. Y'all see
So
this,
it
right?
was here first, and
Y'all see
then
it
they
right
took
now.
it and put it in their area.
Yep, and made something because what they did, it was part of the reconstruction of like the lies in their story. So now change the areas and the geographical location of things, creating or representing our narrative or our history and rewriting certain things and putting new things into effect. So this is a lot of stuff that was going on, but this was all done before they could do all of that. They didn't have that power to do all that at the time because we were too strong. Here go Jamaica. Let me go to Jamaica real quick so you guys can see Jamaica. This is Jamaica. Population 380,000 inhabitants. Back in the 1800s, Jamaica had, and they were all Aboriginal people. And this last one down here, wait a minute, let me go back out so I can pull in right. This last one shows, hold on, it's waiting. It's still okay. It's still showing Jamaica. It's showing Jamaica was part of. I don't know why they're showing these giant turtles, but I know they have those giant turtles or had them. and they kind of extinct. It shows the herbs and things they had: magnolias, lychee. Let me see. Let me go down. Baloo, salinam, ananas. This looked like soursop. Some of the names. These are tomatoes. It says banister. That's an bannier. That's one I've heard of, and obviously magnolia. We know what that is. Okay, let's go over here to the side. Then we're gonna get into the map again. Man, the names on everything in the continent was like really fascinating to me. When I saw my grandmother's nation and where she was from, showing that I know what she told me was a fact. That was phenomenal to me. That was all I needed. That was before I knew about Aboriginal stuff. So this is the America Highland Days. As you see, when we go back to the map, guys, all this stuff is connected. All of this stuff connected. They try to act like it ain't, but it is. Okay, so I want y'all to see these herbs too. Let me go back. So here go some of the herbs here: agave, chattinger, rids, agave. Agave is very good. Mango, avocado, and look how they looks a little different. Look at the mango. Tobacco. They had the tobacco. They had the cocoa, and they had the vanilla. You guys can see all that for yourself. Okay. And then when you see it still was everything saying America. Damn, every place we go to is saying America this, America Russia, America this, America Mexico. They could tell us anything, but you can't go back and change the history of facts that have already been presented before. We have now, and we can still see the stuff. These are one of the islands. Looks like Alaska, so it was called Islande. Islande was obviously changed, and we know that as Alaska. We see the seals, we see the ice, all of that, the whales, and then America. I'm assuming that this is somewhere in Greenland because it says Groenland, and then it's about the population. They only had about 8,000 inhabitants, very small area. Production in nature, they had certain things. They had obviously vegetation states. They had farms. They had about 13, 15 colonies, it says, so on and so forth. So we see those were indigenous people as well. Okay, and we got about two more guys. And this one is Antilles Espanol. This is Cuba. So we're looking at Cuba here, guys. Okay. Al de Cuba. So Al Cuba is what this is saying. The population was 1,045,624 habitats. It was filled with our people till they flushed them out. Army colonies, they had 10 regiments that came in there and, invaded, did whatever they needed to do. They had 13 battalions of Marines that came in there. This is how they got rid of all these over a million people. They had all kinds of mines there. This is why, obviously, greed. They want every damn thing. What else is it saying here? Talking about the minerals. They had salt mines there as well. So they had a lot of salt there. They had a lot of, it says cigars. So they had cigarette, tobacco, things of that nature. They took all that. It says the coffee beans. They had the coffee beans and they had the vanilla. They came in, the armies stole all that stuff. Blah, 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 blah. We already know how the story go. Here's one last one. Let me go all the way out so I can get the whole pic. Wait. Because I want y'all to see the name too. Okay. And this is also showing about the statics of the commercial industry and what was going on in these areas. And I guess that's why they have these different outlines on the side here. So it was saying that the Dominican Republic, the population was 18,830. So it was pretty small. It's a smaller area as actually. So we know that. It had a total of it said the population was about 18,000, but it says down here with St. Lucie, because remember all these different places are in these islands, so they have them kind of combined. So we have the Dominican Republic, we have St. Lucie, we have Barbados, we have St. Vincent, we have Senegal and Tobago. So these all places in together, it was about a little over a million people all together. I don't want to go through all of it, but yeah, you see there were quite a few different people in the areas. And this is France. It says Antilles, France. So France was a little off to the side, but it's still on here. Had a small population as well. It had about 131,000 people, so which is pretty small for an area. So obviously they weren't, doing too much in that particular area. Now, just want to know if anybody had any questions or anything they wanted to, say about this when it comes to putting this information out. I'm going to drop the link if you guys want to pop up real quick. Y'all already know I always got an open panel. If y'all want to, y'all free to join me, but we about to get into this real quick. All right. So now let's look at this. This is showing, we're going to go to the top. This shows that this map is a geograph commercial of all the industries and what was going on. So this is where this map was from. It was from all showing the industries, everything that was going on, the population, what was there, what they had available, so on and so forth, blah, 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 da, 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 da. So this is what that is. Now, anybody in the chat, let me check the chat real quick in case anybody had a question. I didn't see if anybody had anything to ask, but just to make sure, because I know this is like stunning information. So I want to make sure you guys are seeing all this. All right, nobody asking anything. We good to go. Let's get back to it. Da 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 da. Peace to the chat. Peace to everybody in here. You already know, nothing but love and respect for you guys coming up. Yep, soursop. That was soursop, bro. You saw it. Okay, let's see. Let's get back to the map. Okay. So let's start here so we don't miss anything. I'm gonna let y'all see this entire map in its entirety. Okay, we're gonna go over this is Asia, obviously. It looks like ASI. I'm not sure. Actually, would that be Asia over near the Russia area? James, can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I'm over here getting it in. This is great.
Okay, where it says ASI, is this Asia near the Russia area over here, bro? I'm not real good
Yes,
with
the
geographic
the
stuff, so maybe you could help
entire
me out. Okay,
yes, the entire landmass was once called Asia. And that's before you have Russia and all of that. But you have to go into the Renaissance and the Anglo-Saxons, and you'll start seeing how the white people started to disperse. And what's the Dr. Chancellor Williams? What's that? Death of a Nation. And in that book, he's showing you how they did Russia, Germany, and all of that.
And here go all those so-called islands. It says this is snowland over here. So this, I'm wondering if this is. Go ahead, brother. You can elaborate? I'm just going over. I don't really know this stuff, so please jump in.
Oh no, I'm I saw Greenland over
Oh,
there.
okay.
Now we see this. I guess Snowland became Iceland.
Yeah, there. I see Greenland. Yep.
So
Okay, thank you. That's what I'm thinking. It has to. We think what makes sense. So yes, that makes sense.
yeah, so we in North
Snowland is
Canada.
Iceland.
Hmm. And in this area, we in the land of what, Tangut, another group of people. So yeah, we'll pull up those old
Yeah.
maps of the 1500s, what they had from Yale as well, so you can see Tangut. What's the other areas? Cateo, El Dorado. And you'll see these areas start popping up at different times of discovery. So we know that El Dorado was discovered at the time of the land was being called Ovir, and that's still over in Utah, Arizona, California, all of that area. Um, you would find that. So even right here in this current map, it's interesting what's going on right there in the California area. So you said it was mining for gold. Did it say anything about the Norwegians? Oh well, you said Russia. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we need to get more information on this map. Like, it's giving us so many ways we can look at for history, for
Look, the
history.
Comanches. Look, bro, the Comanches, the Apaches. This
Mm.
show. Look, Echo was up in this area.
Hey,
Nashville, Cincinnati, Washington, Houston, all different. Look, it shows like pretty much everything on this thing because of
but
it being an industrial map.
right. So do you see the Lakota tribe over there they would have been with the Comanche over there on the west
Okay,
side of
let
the
me see.
map? You
Where
don't
was that
see
at? Hold on,
Lakota,
bro.
do you?
Let me see. Is it down here by like Tennessee area, North Carolina?
Uh on the west side, closer to
I'm not.
California.
Okay. Let me go back out. Hold on a second. Okay, so we're talking
Cause
about
I
this
saw the
way.
Comanche. I saw some Indians over there. I just wanted to see if I can find Lakota. Was they
Is this good, or you
recognized?
want me to zoom in a little more?
Oh, let me zoom it in on mine. Let's see. Oh, I can see good. Let me see it. Okay. Let me go over here to the left. 1 second. Oh, okay. There go the Apache right there. Okay. Mm, the Marquise. Okay, so these give me some names to look up because some Indian names may have changed into something else. Um,
Hmm. Let me see. Let me pull some of these up over here. See what it's saying. Because over here is
okay,
some different names. Let's see. Uh, I
I
see the
like that.
Mongolias over here. Okay, let's see. Now it's going in. So yeah, it's got like it's showing a lot. I'm finna go down now to this area where it supposedly broke off or
Mm-hmm.
so on and so forth, or where it's not a part of America, but it actually is where all this
Okay.
stuff with Mexico is at. This part down
Okay.
here, hold on a second. Right, all this down here is kind of
Okay.
crazy to me. It's like, how do they? Let's see, and it says America, the sub, do sub. So I'm assuming that was the it's saying the lower region or something. So all this stuff right here, if you can see this, the Antilles,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that's crazy how this is attached on here. It's showing clearly all this is attached. Like you can't say it ain't
Yeah,
attached.
all
Like
the way to
how is it
Brazil.
not?
All the way to Brazil. You can drive all the way
Yep.
down.
Nicaragua, Honduras, Camagua, Guatemala.
Oh wow.
All this is connected. It's crazy. And then it goes right into Mexico. Look, no, nothing's broken. It's all connected.
Look at that.
Look at that. Let me zoom in on this Mexico part real quick. Let's see. Oh wait, it might have some of those names you were talking about. Let's see if it's some of those in there. Chapala, Chip and Single. Some more Spanish type names.
Yeah, because they was invaded by Spain. Yeah, so a lot of names got
Right. And
changed.
that's why they had the Christian.
Hmm.
Hmm. That was that Christian sector. So
But
let's
I
see
like
what it
looking
says
at your
here.
map.
So as they get
This is, this is really great.
so see it's showing now what everything is. The coast right here, South Diego, Del Rey. That's
hmm
that coast, Rio Grande. And some of these
What's that?
names, let's see, even on the edge, Castroville, they kind of sound Spanish too. The ones that are close right here that was still in America. You see that?
See, Apache, Comanche, no Lakota
Hmm.
though. No Lakota. Oh, interesting. Okay. Hmm.
So yeah, this is like something else. Cactus
Mm.
Desert. So we saw all. I think I showed you guys pretty much all or most of it. Let's see over here. We didn't check out. Let's see.
Oh, this is a good part.
Tempabakis. Look, Indian serpents.
Look at that.
Indian serpents. Wow.
Only one people was doing that right there. That's us.
Right. That's
So
us.
right there, where it says that's very close to El Dorado, the seven cities of gold. So they would have had got a lot of antiquity from this area right here. Yes.
Right.
Look at this.
Wow. Kiki Paha by
Okay, look at
Nebraska.
that. So you see up here at the top, it says Territory D Nord Crest. So here we go, the territory of the Norsemen. Here's their quest right here. It's right here in the map. The only place
Wow.
where you
Where,
find
bro?
the
Where you
word,
talk? Oh, right here.
yes, ma'am.
Oh, right here. I'm looking at the small right.
Yeah,
This. Yep. Oh, by the
yeah.
Omahas.
Territory of the
Honkas.
Nord Quest. It's their quest. Those
Yep.
Norsemen came over here as well.
Yeah.
That's Africa. They on a quest.
Mm.
Come on now.
They on
Well,
the quest. They've
nobody
been on
our
the quest.
friends.
They succeed.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
nobody was our friends. It's right here in the
Mm.
map. We ain't put that up there. A lot of people would look over that because they don't understand when they see Nord. They can't relate that to anything. But that's, you got to get an old map of
Mm-hmm.
Africa. An old map of Africa will show you Norland, and you going into the barbarians and the Vikings. Yeah, keep going,
And
sister.
this
This is
says this is the Indians' Tetis plates. The
mm,
Tetis
mm.
plates. And this is the Montagnous Rocheses. This is a whole borderline that's not broken, but it was a whole bunch of stuff going on. These look like some kind of mines or something. You
Mm.
see that? Indian Tetis plates.
Oh, is that the tectonic plates they be talking about all the time?
Tectonic plates. Okay, there we go. There we
Mm-hmm.
go. Now that makes sense. Yep, the tectonic plates right here.
Because this map is written in a different language, right? It's what's this, Latin or Spanish or
Yep,
something?
it's French.
French? Okay,
It's
okay.
French, which probably had the Latin in it. A lot of Latin or what have you in it. And look at
Yeah.
this. It says the Nouvelle Britannique. So this is supposed to be all the British area, the four area.
Yeah,
They
that's
had it
Great
mapped off in the
Britain.
four sections.
So that's when Britain took over
Look at that. Yep.
Tangut, and they killed the Khan that was up there in Tangut. Tangut was another sacred place.
Tangut.
Yes.
Wow. I think I was supposed to be reading this book. Look, I was just gonna show a little bit of this map so I can get into this book, bro, because I got this book that's
Go
like
ahead. Go
crazy.
ahead.
Um,
Go ahead. This is
okay,
juicy.
you may can even help me with some of that. I don't know you familiar with some of the older like language where they had the wording and everything different. So that's what was fascinating me with this particular book. Let's get to that real quick. Hope you guys enjoyed that map. I'll definitely do some more map stuff. I got a whole, oh gosh, I got like tons and tons and tons of maps. I actually, when I went and dug this stuff up the other day, I found like a whole bunch of maps. So we'll definitely get into that another time, guys. But I want you guys, we are definitely going to get into this book because this book is definitely something real crazy. I was getting so tongue tied the other day because some of the S's and F's and F's and V's and the stuff is so twisted. Like you got to kind of understand it to try to get in. Whew, I was getting a little frustrated. I read a couple of pages and kind of left it alone. I don't know, but if you want to help me out, James, you definitely can, brother. Let's see. Well, I'm getting it pulled up, guys. It's coming up now. Shout out to the chat. What's up with this great chat? How y'all doing? Appreciate y'all showing out. Hope y'all enjoying this build. I hope it's some fire to your mind, opening up portals, burning out that BS. That's what we want to do over here. We trying to get to the info. We want to make sure y'all getting it and y'all are being edified with something that's gonna help you some way to seeing truth and facts and everything that we need to do because our minds are so clouded with judgment, chemicals, retransformation, terraform with so many different things through these AI equipments that we're using all the time, all this stuff. So we just got to make sure that we are staying on point, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make sure, if anything, that I'm doing my best to make sure that we do. So let's make sure we get to this information. So let's finish this. If you guys remember from the other day, I left it on the same page. So we're going to continue from there. If not, you guys have to go back and check it out because we had a hard time getting through some of these pages. But the information, I'll just fill you guys in. Prior to this page, we're on page 13 right now. It was speaking a lot about the indigenous, and it spoke down on them, saying how they came over. And it's crazy to me because they were saying like, oh, he has nothing to think about but to lay down and look at the air and think about relaxing and think about food. That's his only worry is finding food. It was like they were offended that they just living so happy and good over here. Like it was crazy. But that's kind of the mind state that we're in when we're looking at this book, guys. So we're going to kind of go from there. And yeah, let me see. So here go a little tongue twisting because these words and letters, some of them. It says in the countries the temperate in climate and rich in vegetables, society has been established infinitely sooner than in the cold and barren. One feeds one sees its paths. I'm sure the F is a T. See how these words are, bro? One sees its path and, as it were, travel from Asia into Egypt, hence into Greece. So it's saying hence. So obviously, if you're in Egypt, you're going right into the Greece. So we know the Asia and like the brother said, all this is together. We just showed and proved all this together. So listen to this nonsense. They trying to act like they talking about different places. This is all the same thing. And so in gradation into Italy, Gaul, Saul, I'm assuming, and Germany, following degrees of natural and cultivable advantages in each particular country. Did y'all hear that? Following the degrees of natural or cultivable advantages in each particular country. They said going to take advantage of each country and what they can cultivate in these areas, following the temperature to make sure that they good. Y'all hear this shit? Planning and plotting to take stuff from people. Where property is undermined, check this out. Property is undermined. Men fight with fury to prevent its establishment, as every establishment tends to contrast their means and substance. Where poverty is fixed, men fight with equal fury to defend or enlarge it. In either cafe, men are so hostile to each other that the highest efforts of virtue is to bring oneself to love them. It says, nay, such is our prop propensity to disturb each other, that even in the most polished societies, the primitive instincts of man break through all reference. All restraints. I'm sorry. That's S. See, this is like getting tricky already. I'm trying. I think I'm doing better than I did the other day, y'all. So give me some claps now. We know. I was having a hard time, man. This stuff is crazy to read. Okay, let's see. Make sure I'm not skipping a page. Okay, this is the next page. Let's see. Y'all know last time I was trying to get this info to y'all, the internet started acting stupid. Say it's been acting fine
So
earlier. Now here we go.
so the F is a S.
Here we go. What you say, bro?
I said
Some
the
of them now.
letter.
What's crazy and
Yeah.
tricky is some of them are V's, brother. Some of the S's are V's or F's are
Wow.
V's. It's real tricky. It's like remember we was I don't remember exactly, but I remember someone talking about the vowels and the symbolism of the vowels and da 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 da. So I know that has something to do with that. Are you familiar? You want to elaborate on that at all? Bring us up to date because I'm sure like not too privy to that.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on that either. That's
Okay, have you've
that's a
heard
new
that though,
thing.
right? You've heard them talk about the
Yeah, I've
vowels
seen
and
it. Yeah,
okay.
I have a couple of books with this type of thing going on. It's hard for me to read.
Right. So you got to try to like how can I say it? Use your brain to decipher the words when you're reading those type of books, bro, cuz that's what I do. It's like it's more like what goes with it. It's kind of hard to do it when we're thinking about the comprehension of things because of the way they teach us with these spells, right? So what we have to do is open our mind, kind of flow freely and let our mind distinguish what it is. I'm still getting caught up in it, even though I'm trying to do that. But it just helps a little bit more, just going with the flow of the conversation, trying to follow what it's talking about, and then remember that some of the words are misplaced. So when I'm looking at one word, I'm just trying to fit those into that replacement. So it is a little tricky, bro. But man, we got to figure out how this is it's a coding. It's obviously a coding from the spellbinding that we have been changed into, right? And that's the way that I see it. I don't know what you think about that, bro.
No, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. I concur. And
Okay,
what?
okay.
And
So let's get
trying
into.
to see the
Oh,
title.
yeah. Go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. This book is the title of the book was A General History of the Americas and Their Customs, Manners, and the Colors. The colors. So basically, it's telling like it kind of goes with that map that I was showing. That's kind of why I wanted to show the map. It kind of is talking about like the history of different things when they came over, what they were doing. You see how it's saying how they, oh yeah, they over there doing this and that. Why they ain't paying attention? We taking the stuff. That's pretty much what that said the page before. So it's kind of I don't know. Some of this stuff is something else. Okay, it says, and a philosopher is, in theory, is a savage in practice. Check this out. That's another thing I didn't mention earlier in the book. It was talking about us as these savages, all these demeaning, degrading words that were definitely not us. And y'all coming over here, and it's obviously was saying that they already had industrial things going on when we were looking at the map, so we couldn't be too behind in the times. It's like, come on, make this shit make sense. Okay, so yeah, when it comes to that. So it says in the Philamp Peloponnesian War, the petty states of Greece were so many tribes of savages. You hear this shit? Hold on. This confirmed the map. Did you hear that, Jay? It says I got to read that back again just to make sure y'all stay in tune because y'all seen on the
Yes.
map we were just questioning what it was saying about the America, Russia, America, Greece, all this other stuff. It's showing right here. It says in the fellow Manetian War, the petty states of Greece were so many tribes of savages. So you know they talk. You know who the savages is, right? Okay. I just want to make sure y'all were following that, right?
They
And the
said Greece, right?
malignity. Yep, it says Greece.
Go
And
ahead.
remember, the
Go ahead.
map was showing it. The map was showing this. It's all in. This stuff be crazy, man. I
So
swear, I can't take
everything
it.
go full circle. It goes full circle. You hitting it right on the money. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, 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 brother. Let's get back into this. So it says in malignity, in treachery, in ever species of barbarity. We were barbarians, really. It was y'all, the Neanderthals. But anyway, that's another story. With this difference in favor in untortured savage that he fights that he may eat. The Greeks fought to prevent each other from eating. But the character of war, we are told, has been humanized since those times. That is, we advance to battle without motive or Ranker, Sanker, Shanker, Anker. See, here's one word that got me stuck. Okay, I was flowing for a minute. Or ran. I don't know if this R is represented, but I know it should be another letter I'm familiar with. Can you recognize this word because it means something? Motive or candor. Maybe it's a substitute for C here. Okay, because that makes sense. Out of motive or cancur, carnage is tempered by etiquette, and we make peace to draw breath and begin again. But are the causes of war more legitimate, or do fewer men fall by the sword? The just sentium, so happily defined in books, is a dead letter in the field. Did it prevent the generous, uh, serene from burning, wasting, and destroying until he had converted the Palatinate and finest province of Germany into a desert, into a desert, Lord. The finest province of Germany into a desert. I talk about this desert shit all the time. Could a Huron or an Iroquois have done more? Whoa, an Iroquois. Did that say an Iroquois? Okay, let's get to the next page here. You want to say something on that page, bro? While I'm getting to the next
Oh
page. You know
no,
it's gonna take a quick second.
it's drop. It's giving us
You hear
some
say
good
the
stuff.
Iroquois?
Yeah, the air course,
Ah,
the finest province of Germany. Let's get it. Yeah.
mm, mm. Let's talk about it. Let's bring it out. Let's bring it out. What's up, Chad? Let me make sure I see y'all. I see y'all. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? Cracking the seal. Say that, brother. You already know what we doing. We trying to make sure we getting this info out here. They playing with us. They think we stupid and ignorant, but we too smart. We gonna find what we need to find. This gonna come right up in our face. Asking you shall receive. I've been meditating and doing things I need to be doing for the last 9 days. Today is the last day of this 48 hour fast. I know some of my people in the chat was with me. We've been fire on this. Y'all already know we was about to bring something to the forefront. What it is. I get excited about this information. Y'all don't even know, man. Let's get to it. All right. Now, it says the American. Now, remember, it said the Iroquois. So then it goes forward to say the American, verifying that the Iroquois is the American. I just want to say that if you didn't catch it. Strictly speaking, is neither virtuous nor vicious. We know that. What motive has he to be either? Tell us. The timidity of his fowl, the weakness of his intellect, all lies. The necessity of providing for his substance, the power of superstition, the power of superstition. We ain't gonna even get into that right now because y'all know I'll go there. The influences of climate, influences of climate. Do I need to touch on that a little bit? I think I got to, just for y'all that ain't following this. The influences of climate. Do you guys know how our people used to influence the weather and the rain? This is why we had crops and everything that we needed. We didn't have to worry for anything. We had to want for any damn thing because we knew how to
Rain
talk to the spirits.
dancing.
We knew how to talk to the ancestors. We knew how to talk to the earth, the wind. We knew how to do all these things. We spoke to the water. We appreciated these things. We praised the earth, the wind, the water. We did all these things that let the environment come back and give us gratitude that we gave it. We showed appreciation. We showed praise. We did all these things. We influenced the climate with these things. We also influenced it by the meditation that we've been doing. My people been working with me. My chat been in there. We influenced this because the solar all operates off us. This is all influenced by us. If there was no us, there would be no it. So they influence the climate. Let me move on because y'all know I'm gonna start preaching in a minute. That's what y'all
You
want to
got
call
it.
it.
Rain dancing. Rain dancing, girl.
All lead rain that talk about it, bro. Bringing the rain down.
Yes.
Stopping these troops. When these troops is coming on, here they come with their little wagons. Here they go. They think they about to do something. We got our wagons and our gunpowder. We about to shove this gunpowder in these guns. And we about to shoot them. And they looking like, what y'all think y'all about to do with that shit? We control these elements. Is y'all fools or what? We gonna show y'all ass. We gonna put some rain on that shit. Rain down on all them little wagons of they fake ass gunpowder. They was like, oh shit, let me retreat. Yeah, retreat y'all ass. We got something for you better than that if y'all don't stop. But yeah, that's how deep it get, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
All led him far wide of the possibility of improvement, but he perceives it not. Listen to this. He perceives it not. We living happy, doing what we need to do, living with nature time, and we don't perceive. We what we don't perceive. Telling us what we need to perceive in our own lands, where we need to go, what we need to do, and we was already doing shit. Had in shit industrialized, had minds going. They said it right there. It was just talking about it. So what they talking about? This sound kind of contradictory, don't it? Always trying to make us look stupid as hell. Come on with y'all slow ass. Okay, let's get back to it because they gonna get me going somewhere. His happiness is not to think. He ain't even got to think about shit. He just living. What it is. What? Can y'all hear this? To remain in perfect inaction, to sleep a great deal, to wish for nothing. To wish for nothing. Why? Because we had everything. We ain't need nothing from nobody. We was good with everything we needed. All this extra shit, this. Oh, you need the building. You need this. You need these clothes. You need to put on this. You need this extra this. You got to do this. You got to dial up this. We ain't do none of that. We ain't need none of that. We was good. We was good with nature, with ourselves, because we was a part of that. We was blending. Y'all know about blending. Okay. When his hunger is appeased and to be concerned about nothing but the means of procuring food. This was all he had to worry about, procuring food for him and his family. When hunger torments him. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Okay, now I'm straight. I'm good. I ain't gotta worry about nothing till next time I'm hungry. Then I go look. Other than that, I ain't worried about no food. What I'm worried about food for shit, that shit's all around. It's growing on the trees, in the grass, it's in the fields, it's everywhere I need to get me anything from. Anything I need for nourishment, I'm gonna be able to pick off a tree, pick off the ground, pull out the herb, pull out this root, do whatever I need to do to heal me, to do this, to do that. So I don't need nothing. I ain't gotta worry about shit until these dumbasses come over here and mess all that up, take that shit away from us, putting down concrete. Listen, there's a whole nother story. Let me shut up. Let's stay focused, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna go there. When his hunger is appeased and to be concerned about nothing but the means of procuring food when hunger torments him, he would not build a cabin. Did not cold and inclemency of the atmosphere force him to it. Why didn't it? Because he controlled the elements. Y'all don't know? Come on, listen to this. They worried about how did they get through the cold? What was they doing? How did they do it? Listen, we in control of this. Don't worry about that. Take your ass back to them damn mountains and shit where you belong. Okay, that's a whole nother story. Nor even quit that cabin. Did not necessity thrust him out. In his understanding, there is no gradation. He continues as an infant to the last hour of his life. By his nature, sluggish in the extreme, he is revengeful through weakness and atrociousness in his vengeance. That's a damn lie. Did you hear that stupid? I ain't gonna even address that because we already know people stupid, and we ain't gonna pay them no attention because they don't know no damn better. Which you got something to say on any of that part, bro? If I read on.
Yeah, like we were just running through the woods, la 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 la, like we wouldn't get our ass ate up. Come on now, come on now, like
Man,
we
they
lasted this
crazy, bro.
long. We just wasn't focused on the stuff that they was focused on. What was important to us wasn't important to them, which was the important thing. They worrying about the wrong
That's
thing.
right. The
Crazy.
wrong thing. Sound like jealousy, right, bro. Sound like jealousy to me. Sound like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of jealousy, a lot of hate and envy and all that, right? Wanting to
Yeah,
be
look
us
at
like, damn,
this.
these people living in peace. The only thing they got to worry about in this life is getting some food for the day. They ain't worried about nothing else. They living good. They happy. Wait a minute. They ain't worried about nothing. They just laying around in the fields, looking up at the sun gazing, playing in luxury. And what? They wondering why they happy. How is they happy? How is they doing this? And why they ain't got nothing else to worry about? Oh,
Mm.
the
Your
hell?
book about to
Worried
get
about what
juicy.
we worried about.
Yep. This is a good
Mm.
book too. It's about to get real thick when you get on down towards the bottom, boy. Ooh wee! Look at
Man, talk
this.
about we only on page 20 something. I'll never get through this book in the next month, bro. Be taking all day.
I'm telling
I'm
you.
listen for real. It get real deep too. I'm not gonna even lie, especially up in like the hundreds of the book. It's only a 250-page book. I'm definitely gonna get this. I'm gonna drop this link, guys. This actually is from a library that I found back then. And I know the link is still open because as soon as I clicked on the link, it went right to it. I'm like, wow, they done took so many different libraries out of the internet. You can hardly find things. So this is a phenomenal one. So I'm gonna definitely drop that in the link for you guys in a second. All right, so
Mm-hmm.
let's see. All right, so it says general view of it. I'm sorry, I'm going to reading the wrong thing. So vengeance, it was saying prior page, because he is in himself invincible. Talk about that. He's invincible in himself. Say that. Say that. They knew better. They knew what it was. They playing around, but they said, we got to tell a little truth. He's invincible. Say that shit again. Okay. Having nothing to lose but his life. He ain't worried about nothing but his life. All I got to worry about is life. What I'm doing in it right now, the present, this time, and right now, what I'm doing, and that's it. As long as I'm here, I'm gonna do what I got to do for that. And after that, I ain't worried about shit else. That's basically what our mind state was. People were intelligent. They had
I'm
common sense.
sorry, sister. What page you on?
Uh-uh.
Because we're on page
16.
16. Oh, okay, okay. Go
Yep.
ahead, go ahead.
It's showing something else, bro. Okay.
I'm on 16.
Okay. Look, I'm kind of talking out the side of my head too, brother. In between, let me stick to the book. Okay. You know, I'm
No,
just
no,
kind of
you good,
drifting
you good,
in
you
my
good.
own
You
thoughts.
caught me on that one.
Okay. He looks on all his enemies as so many murderers. He looks on all his enemies as so many murderers because that's all they do is kill. That wasn't in us. We ain't had that in our spirit. We looking like, what is wrong with these people? Just killing people and trying to just get rid of people. Like they got the nerve to try to conduct what goes on with the life. Yeah, they were
Mm-hmm.
amazed with that. Our people were stunned with that. We weren't murderers. We're not killers. We're not even killers now. Like really, it's hard for us to really kill somebody. Somebody has to be really drugged out. You know, they're desperate. This, and that. Even when they robbing people, whatever. Those just soulless people. We can't count those people. Some skin folk ain't kinfolk because when it comes to the spirit, they spirit ain't right. So other than those few people, generally we're good people. It's in our nature. We are loving and a kind person. We can't help but be like that. It's just in us. It says, if he schemes of vengeance, were supported by a courage to carry them into execution, would not be on the earth a more terrible animal. Did you hear that shit? James, I'm gonna
Mm.
let you elaborate on that. Read it again, bro, and elaborate. I'm gonna just sit back for a second because I want to hear man elaborate on that one.
It says a courage to carry them into execution. There would not be on the earth a more terrible animal. So it's saying that these people are the worst of it all. There's nothing worse than what we are dealing with right now, is what it's saying.
No, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Maybe I misinterpreted because I was doing my talking between. They're talking about us. He check this out. It says, let me elaborate. I'm sorry. Maybe I asked you to jump in because I'm talking too much. If his schemes of vengeance were supported by a courage to carry them to execution, there would not be on the earth a more terrible animal. It's saying if us, these so-called
Ooh.
savages they're talking about, right? If we were to seek vengeance, it's saying that it wouldn't be no more savagery on this earth. If we suck vengeance and did the murderous shit that they do, it could not nothing hold us back. It'd be the worst terrible animal on this earth. That's what they saying. They so scared. They
Mm.
know that our strength and everything that we would bring, we would tear this shit down if we decided, okay, we finna seek vengeance on their ass. We about to do everything they've been doing, take our shit back, and just do what they've been doing. We gonna do war on their ass. If we did that, they saying it would be no more terrible animal. You see that?
Mm.
Mm, mm, mm.
I see what you said. Yes.
See it,
Wow.
bro? Yeah, it's talking about us. That shit crazy. It's basically saying they fear who, if they decide they want some vengeance. That this kind of what this sound like. Why you putting it in the book? Why you worried about that? Because they know what we'll do. They know we'll tear this shit up if we decide to be like them. But it ain't in us. Some of us are. We got a couple of warriors out there. Shout out to the warriors in the crowd. Yeah, that's true. We ready. Some of us ready. But anyway, nor would nor would be less dangerous to the Europeans themselves. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Than he is to the little hordes with whom he is at war, and who, not being more brave than himself, render their parties equal in their wars internally or eternally. When Canada was discovered in 1523, the
Here we
Iroquois
go.
were at war with the Hurons. The Iroquois were at war with the Hurons in
With the
1523
hue.
and were so at this day. Say that again, bro.
With the hue. Hue.
The Hurons.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pronounced the Hurons. Okay. The Iroquois were at war with the Hurons and are so at this day. Time hath neither softened their hatred nor exalted their vengeance. The only authority they respect is that of their old men, whom, however, they abandon from the moment that through weakens or disease they become an encumbrance as is, or disease they become an encumbrance. So that let you know, they know that a disease is one of the only things that can stop us. Okay. Let's bring that part to our
Yeah, I
attention real quick. Let's
see.
go to the
See,
next
you
one.
can read this very well because I would have problems reading that.
Bro, you should see me the other night. I was going crazy. I know the chat was like, what the heck is Sister Soul talking about? Man, I was trying to get it in. It's flowing a little better now because it's like the more I read it, it becomes a little more I guess it's just a little more clearer. And it's called The General History of the Americas. Is the name of the book, sweetheart. I said I'm gonna try to put the link in there. I gotta try and get this file and see if I'll be able to just copy the link from this library, so y'all can even go to the library. It's got a lot of stuff in it too. Okay. It says this is the cafe which beats the prey with beasts of prey, who are left to perish miserably when they are no longer able to hunt and provide for themselves. This ingratitude in a young savage towards the author of his being, ain't that some shit, and the protector of his infantry is a law of the animal nature. Interested only for the individual while growing, indifferent to its fate when it can shift for itself. The Europeans who pass into America degenerate as do the animals, a proof that the climate is unfavorable to the improvement of either man or animal. The Creoles descending from Europeans, the Creoles depended from Europeans and born in America, though educated in the universities of Mexico. I thought they had no universities back then, way back when. They had universities. What are
Mm.
you talking about here? They're saying they were educated in the universities of Mexico. Do y'all hear that? of Lima, the College of the Santa Fe.
Mm, mm,
Wait,
mm.
talk about it. I thought they
Damaging.
said that there's no education. What did you hear about that, James? What you tell me?
They, they said can nobody read or write around him.
Mm.
They said nobody was doing nothing. And now all of a sudden we can have colleges. What is that? De Santa Fe.
Okay. All these Lima College, the College of Mexico, and I mean, dang, they got all this stuff with these ignorant dumb niggas around here, and they just got over here. Since they just got over here, they ain't know nothing about none of this stuff. So what? How was these people having colleges and reading, but they was savages laying all over the ground and shit like that? It's confusing to me, bro. Don't it sound confusing to you?
Very confusing. Very.
Very
How can we
strange.
build colleges? How can we build anything if we knew nothing?
Mm. How would they know measurements, brother, to build a building? How would
Exactly.
they? I mean, I know we smart and we intelligent. I know they give us credit where, for things that we don't do and don't give us the credit that we should have. Like we can think out our minds how to do these things. But I'm pretty sure quite a few of these builders, went to these schools to get this intellect. What you think, bro?
I'm quite sure they did. I think the school started with them first, and they got pushed out.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. It says Santa Fe has never produced a single book. This that humanity must be imputed to the visited qualities of the air stagnated in their immense forest and corrupted by what lies? Corrupted by what lies? Lies. Okay, let's see. Let's go down. Hold on, guys. I'm trying. I don't want this internet to start freezing and acting stupid. So I gotta take my time here, y'all. We got to get into this because this is getting real good. I'm gonna read a couple of more pages, y'all. And yeah, before I end here. I ain't gonna rush because this is getting real good, but I definitely wanna get into a little bit more.
Awesome.
All right. By noxious vapors from standing waters and uncultivated grounds. Why would they have uncultivated grounds? Are they talking about the areas in Europe? Now, remember, we were looking at the map, guys. We're talking about the same time. And on that map, it was showing Europe was flooded. Remember the scene? I think it was the second or third picture I showed you guys in the corner, the top corner of the map. It was showing it was all flooded. It was desolate looking. There was all kind of mud stuff. So that sounds like they're talking about that particular area over there. So let's just keep that in mind. Okay. Curious as this fact may seem, it is attended by another much more so. The Creoles, both of South and North America. Okay, now it's making sense. That so we now hold on, I gotta back y'all up. Y'all remember they just said that the Creoles were the Russian Creoles. What did it say? Russia or French? Something they said a minute ago.
It was
So it said they were from Russia. Okay, it did say Russia. Thanks, bro. So it was saying Russia. So remember on the map, guys, it said America, Russia. So basically, we know it was part of America when they were talking about that Russia. So when they said that about the Creole, the Russian Creole. So now look here. Here it is in the same book, very next page. It says the Creoles, both of South and North America, came to mutual the maturity of intellect, such as theirs is, and more early than the children of Europe. So when they came to North America, in the South American area, I guess coming more from the America Russia area, and they were mixing more, they were saying they became more civilized and got more sense and intelligence. This is what they saying. It says, but this anticipation of repentance is short-lived in proportion unseasonable of its appearance. For the Creole falls off and he approaches to puberty. His vivacity deserts him. His powers grow dull. Oh my gosh, y'all hear this shit? His powers grow dull. What I keep telling y'all about them powers that we got. They saying they grew dull because these people are coming and implementing these people and trying to put things on them. But we getting our power back. I keep telling y'all how to get that inner strength. I keep telling y'all what to do to cleanse yourself. I keep telling y'all what to do to connect to your electromagnetism so that you can actually operate with your mind and your heart. I keep talking to y'all about this stuff. Y'all better pay attention. So it's saying his powers grew dull. And it says he ceases to think at the very time that he might think to some So basically, at this time when all this stuff, it says something about the vapors up there. If y'all can remember, talking about some vapors coming off the water, all this. So what that sound like? Some kind of chemicals or something they was putting in the air, right? Something that they put in the air to make everything start vaporizing and give a certain chemical or something that they brought over there. Who knows? It may have been some type of sulfur, so on and so forth. They use these type of tactics all the time. Our people weren't aware of these things, so when they probably they may have seen them even putting things in the water, thinking, oh, they ain't think nothing of it. And sure enough, these are the type of things that happen when we trust these people. Hence, it is commonly said to them that they are already blind at the time that other men begin to see. From the Strait of Bahama to that of Davis, a track of about 3,000 miles, one meets not a single man with a beard. Hence the
Hmm.
hold on, guys. Page acting slow, y'all. It's coming. Yep. Came in to talk about it, bro. Yep. Destroyed our towers. Okay, here the page come up. They destroyed our towers when they came over and it caused us to fall from our powers. And that right there is exactly what happened, Willie. And what we're reading about these powers when it's I talk about this all the time. I know some of this stuff sounds so crazy, guys. When we were thinking about this, right? These trees, our trees and things, we were connected to these things. They gave us energy, power, strength. They gave us certain information. They actually gave us information. They were like the AI of that time. We were connected to nature, just like the AI is trying to connect to us now. The GMO nature. Yeah, it's all the same thing. They're using the same tactics of what goes on with nature, and they're using against us with biochemicals, with technology, and all these things. Everything is just biochemical and GMO of what is natural and what is actually part of nature. So that's kind of what's going on. So when they knock down our towers, which are the trees and everything, which I keep telling you guys, a lot of these mountains you see, where they're the flat top mountain, those are tree stumps. Those are huge tree stumps, guys. They're not mountains. I've shown you guys. I've shown proof of this of the mountain, showing you the tree with the so-called mountain. It's the same form in each particular country. You cannot debate this. Anybody debate me on this? I'm ready. Y'all already know. Don't play with me with this info. Somebody want to debate me? I like to prove this to you guys right now that these mountains have been our trees that they cut down that had all our power, energy, and stuff in it. I don't want to talk too much about that. It's a whole nother subject. But let's get back to page 19.
Yeah,
It
I
says
was
the
like,
Spanish. Oh, go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it says the Spanish theologians justified the cruelty and their countrymen to the wretched Americans. You hear this shit? Their cruelty to the wretched people. They the wretched ones, but y'all was the ones being cruel. They even saying the shit. You see how stupid and ignorant these people is? I just don't get it. By denying that they were men, because we were more than men. We were more powerful than men. They knew that shit. They not having that sign of virility which nature has given to all the nations of the earth except them. Nature has
So,
given to all the nations of the earth except them. What did you want to say on that, bro? Finish that, bro. Talk about it. Y'all
that's
hear
why the
this?
sun
Y'all
be
hear this?
burning.
Y'all hear this? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? Peace to my chat. I ain't forgot about y'all. Y'all know we digging in this information. I'm on another screen because I want to make sure I'm reading as best I can. Y'all see this writing is tripping me up enough. So just so y'all know, I love my chat, y'all. Everything y'all already know. Y'all are the stars of everything. All the light that shines over here, it is presented by you guys, and I bring it in. I accept it. I love that energy, and yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. I gotta make sure I shout out y'all because y'all everything all the time. If y'all don't know it, I'm telling you. All right, let's get back to it. So, the insensibility of the Americas to the passion of love is a fact no less curious than the former, and seems to have its origin in the same principle. A singular, hold on, a singular semblance. Yes, I believe. Wait, nope. Feebleness. Okay, a singular feebleness of complexion. Savage life subdues this passion more of self of selfs of lefts of f's. Oh, what is this? L. See, now I got stuck again. Passion more of maybe it's self according to the climate. In other circumstances, incomparable from this state. Hypocrites made this observation in treating of the manners of the Scythians. Hey, babe. Hey, mama. The natural consequence of this indifferences in the men is their cruel treatment of the women. I got to read that back because I got tongue twisted. Let's see if I can do it a little smoother because that kind
Well,
of
they
made
got
some.
all kind of stuff in there.
Right. That was kind of deep, right, bro? Hold on. Let's go back over that one. It said hypocrites made this observation in treating of the manners of the Scythians. The natural consequences of this indifferences in the men is their cruel treatment of the women. So they said these people
Wow.
really want to treat their women like animals. They ain't think nothing. Of them. They think they women. They look at their women like nothing, and our men looked at our women like they was gods. They knew better. But ain't that something?
Mm-hmm. And
It
you
had been
know
a
the
matter of dispute. Oh, go ahead, bro.
no, I'm just saying the entire world they put their women second except us. You can go to any country,
Exactly.
they women is like second class or something. I don't know why they do that. That just doesn't make sense.
Don't make no sense. They don't know how to honor, bro. They don't know how to honor. I swear I got to give a shout out to Root Word every time I think about that. The honoring of the mother. Say less. That's it. Um, it has been a matter of dispute among our philosophers whether savage or civilized life contains what they think it contains. We already know what it contains. Y'all talking about it. Y'all speaking about it. It's us. That's it. Period. It contains a greater degree of happiness. That's us. These two states are so opposed that they necessarily exclude all comparison. In order to judge of their pretensions, one must know to uh, one must know to precision their minutes the munist offerings the munitist offerings. I think they're talking about the minutest duh. I'm sorry, y'all. This shit cracking me up because these
Uh-huh.
words is really tripping me out. Their minutest offerings, their
Oh.
minutest sufferings, their minutest enjoyments. There we go. I knew we was gonna get it, y'all. Let's start back right here. In order to judge of their pretensions, one must know to precision their minutest sufferings, their minutest enjoyments. To know, one must have felt them. That is, have been educated in the two states at the same time. The thing is impossible. The question frivolous. Say that part. Say that. I'm with that. I'm with that. I am with that. So basically, excluding the comparison in order to judge of their pretensions, one must know to precision their minutest suffering. So they would have to know what we went through. They'd have to know the things that we find and joy. They'd have to understand all these things, everything that we felt. They have been educated in these particular states. We went with our heart and our mind and our spirit and our soul, and all these things. They didn't understand this. They didn't have understanding none of that stuff. That shit's foreign to these dummies. Is that the end of that chapter? Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this for another build, guys. I don't want to talk. We can talk a little bit about it. I don't want to keep reading because like it's gonna get into something else. This goes into the population of America, so this gonna get real deep. And I know I don't have a lot of time to keep going. I don't want to stop after one or two or three pages and stuff like that. So we're gonna I may even do this evening, guys. So make sure you listen. I'll try and jump up here this evening to do this. I got a couple of things I need to do. If anybody else has anything to talk about or they want to talk about on this subject, I'll definitely be up there to jump in the chat or the panel if I can, even while I'm traveling. Y'all know I'll do that when it comes to this info. But yeah, did anybody have anything they wanted to say, bro? You can go in on anything you want to talk about real quick because I did want to elaborate. I'm gonna drop the link again if anybody else want to hop up. We'll finish some more of this later. But what do you think about all this, James? I know you probably like, wow. I know you got a couple of things you may want to say, so I'll give you the floor.
Look, this is a book. This is a book you need to have. It's another one. It's showing you what was going on when these people came over here. You can actually see their point of view and what they was thinking of us in their own psychotic mind. So please get this book right here. This is one to have right here. This is something you can go over later too, man, because it fits with everything and what's going on currently. Everything is right there.
Yes. And it's crazy how like if we can verify most of this information just from a map too. The map is a whole different source. And it's a French map, as you guys saw. It had a lot of the language in there that we could read it. It had all our tribes on there and stuff. That shit was crazy to me. And I wasn't even familiar with all the different tribes. All I knew is it had my grandmother's area. It had the Chickasaw, and I'm like, okay, that's my people. There we go. And that was pretty much it. But when it came to that information, that's what I was saying. So yeah, it just was phenomenal, really phenomenal.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, someone said peace and congrats on your nomination. That's right. Those maps don't lie. That is correct. And those maps, that's what they was using to get around. So we know they had to trust the map to some degree.
Yes, bro. Them maps just, I mean, when we look at the information, and it's crazy how I don't even know what made me bring that particular map up. I said, I'm gonna bring a map, pull a map up. I said, let me bring this one up of the Americas that's showing this stuff because they were saying all this stuff in this book when we was reading it the other day. So since it had the information on it, I said, I'm gonna pull that one up. And it's crazy how that particular information is verifying some of this stuff because we're looking at them saying these names and stuff. Because when I saw the map, I'm thinking like, America, Russia, I'm like, wait a minute, everything is linked together. Why is everything so separate now? Why is everything looking this way? Or, it's fraud on so many freaking levels. It trips me out.
I'm telling you, this is good. I just like reading some good history or some good data. This right here just really stands out. It ties a lot of things together. You see these people point of view and how they was looking at us at the time when they came. Because then they say what 1523. That's not too far after 1492.
Yep. Yes.
And they discovered Canada in
I got you, bro.
1523. Let's keep that in mind.
Yes.
Oh, they were saying please post the link to the book
Yes.
there.
I'm doing that. I'm trying to do that now. I just seen it, Willie. I'm trying to get to it now, bro. I'm
Oh, no
going to
problem.
it.
Hey, and if not, you
Copying.
guys, y'all can write that title in. Y'all can write in the title of that book and put PDF behind it, and you should be able to pull up a copy of it.
Here we go. There we go. I got it, bro. Hold on. This from that guy page. Actually, the book is from that gentleman I told you guys about yesterday. He got, oh my gosh, this drop dude, man, he got so much
Oh,
stuff on that page. Listen, shout out to Sister Copper Alma. Copper Alma told me about this 432 drop guy last week.
yeah,
Shout out to
yeah,
you, sis. You mentioned him before. Chief this Sundown mentioned him before too on my live she did with me. So I heard about him, but I'm thinking like, there's a lot of people with information. I'm always doing research. I don't have time to look up every person somebody says good.
right,
That's fine. So what
yeah.
I just happened to go
Mhm.
on there to try and get a little bit of the information because I'm like, oh, this is the third time. The third time's a charm. Let me check them out. And there's like a ton of books, guys. So when I went to this gentleman's page, I was going through the books, and for some reason, I was looking for something, and something told me to research a particular topic, and something told me to open this book, and this book opened right up to what I was looking for. So it was just phenomenal. So yeah, I had to share because that wording was real crazy. Chief Jones, what's going on, bro? Thanks for coming up. Didn't mean to ignore you. I know you just joined me.
No,
You had something to say real quick, bro?
I had to be listening. I was listening. I was chilling. I was just sucking it in, but I was just gonna break in because I know you about to get out of here. But I was just gonna break this word down
No, I ain't
because like
rushing, bro. You good? Go ahead.
we study our genealogy. So one thing that I kind of popped in on me, I'm like, okay, when we talk about like our inheritance, you know what I'm saying? Get your inheritance, and we break it down in all our levels. But you break that compound word down itself in her intent. So in her intent is where you get inheritance. So everything that you kind of get is coming from, you know what I'm saying, from her. You know what I'm saying? When you get into the he, you get into the hesitance. That's where the he, and you know what I'm saying, when you start dealing with those words, and if you want to put a masculine or a feminine energy on the words, because that's what ancient language, you know what I'm saying, was kind of used. There was a masculine and a feminine to each kind of designation, meaning the same thing. But it was the subtle changes, not a whole different word, but just like I said, the changes of certain letters and things like that. But I just wanted to break that
Yes.
down, like that word right there, because I mean that's a simple breakdown. And when we're dealing with words and understanding, you can deal with that right there.
Yes. Oh yes, 432. I think I may have said something different. It's 432 drop. It's the gentleman. Thanks, Willie.
Yes.
That's the guy whose page I actually pulled this book from. Guys, you guys are like you're really missing out on just being able to research anything you would like to if you're not familiar with this guy. I mean, I had a lot of information and research and books and stuff. I love this stuff. I've been doing it, like I said, nearly 30 years now. But he's organized things so much on there where if you want to look at some books, you can go to books. If you want to look up documents, you can go to documents. That's what I like about him. I love his page, and he is phenomenal. So I just want to say that. Make sure you
Can
guys
you repeat
go
that
and
again? What was that? What was God's name again?
432 drop, bro. Go to 432drop.com. I just dropped the link on the in the chat, brother. Click on the link and then you should be able to go to the home page and look at his whole page and see everything he's got going on. The brother is dope, dope, dope. I can't shout him out enough.
He got a YouTube. He's 432 to drop on
Oh, he got
YouTube.
a YouTube, bro. Hold on
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you 432 to drop on YouTube and King drop.
Okay.
I think that was his earlier videos on the King drop, but
King
432 to
drop.
drop has his more recent stuff. And if you following him, he's on the trail of Moses right now. That's
Mm.
some good stuff that he's doing, and he's actually now made it across Antarctica. It's nothing but an ice wall, and he has made it to the Anunnaki land, and he's reading some books that nobody have ever seen. So he's
Mm.
getting them from these secret, what they call it, anti-Aquarian societies. Like the Smithsonian and all these other societies, they have all these hidden books of exploration that they have done and haven't shared it with everybody. Operation High Jump was nothing but them shooting somebody in a rocket over the wall, setting it up where they can pull everybody else up to the top of the ice wall, and then they travel with Admiral Byrd about 3,000 miles beyond the ice wall. His predecessor went another 4 to 5,000 miles and said he seen a second sun, another moon. It wasn't the same.
Yes.
And you can read more about it in the book called Worlds Beyond the Poles. They said
Yeah, you can
America.
see it on the page, guys. I got pictures showing you guys the second son and in my pictures. I mean, people don't believe some of this stuff, but it's so real right now. Like for
Yeah,
real.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, you go ahead.
Let me stop. Okay, no, I was just stop. I'm trying to get the name of the book. It's the American. The brother just texted me something. He can't pull it up
Did
for
you
some
see
reason.
that?
The link I had, it goes right to it, bro. So I don't know.
Yeah. Did you see the video King Drop did with the map showing the Anunnaki landmass and the some other
No, bro. I
landmass?
just pulled up the. I went to his little book thing. Do you have that link?
Hold on. Yeah, let me get that for you, real girl. That is the
Pull that up,
juice
bro.
right
What you
there.
doing? You sleeping now? You ain't doing what you're supposed
Okay,
to do.
one
No.
second. Let me pull them up. Let me pull them up. Let me pull them up. Give me 1 second, okay? Give me 1 second. Y'all gotta see this map. Y'all about to flip y'all wig. Like what?
Yes, let's get it.
Say I'm telling you, you just all you can do is just shake your head. Now you know why everything is fake all around you. You can't.
Just say it's so. I just say it's so.
Yeah.
It's so. Yep. Welcome to the new world they tell you about. This must have been that new one that they was talking about. The new one they was gonna disclose to everybody, I guess. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Give me a
Oh
second. I
God.
got his video. It's in my history.
Thanks for coming up, Master Meticulous. Great day, brother.
How you doing, Sister Soul?
I am doing awesome,
Blessings to you.
sweetheart. Thank you. Same
Congratulations
to
on
you.
your nominees.
Oh, yes. Somebody said in the chat earlier. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Whoever nominated me. Y'all
I
know I'm
show
the
I
newest
show
kid
I
on the block, so I appreciate y'all.
Yes,
I saying
congratulations.
that was what's up.
How much time do you have,
Peace to
Sister
everybody
Soul?
on the panel in the chat. I just had one thing to say to add with what you're saying, Sister Soul. Something you talk about all the time.
Sure. Yes, brother, definitely. Go ahead.
So I was just listening to you before y'all got on here, I had ate some lunch. I was washing some clothes, so I was just scrolling up on a etymology dictionary, right? And Rowan came up. I'm gonna read the definition. It says mountain ash, 1804, from Rowan tree, round tree, run tree. That's 1540s, late 15th century. Northern English and Scottish, from a Scandinavian source. Compare Old Norse Ragnar, Swedish Ron, the Rowan. Said in Watkins to be ultimately from Pi root rud, red, ruddy, in reference to the berries. So the next paragraph says this. There were those in this neighborhood long after the beginning of the present century who believed that a slip of rowan tree carried on their person dispelled glamour and rendered nugatory all the powers of sorcery and witchcraft.
Say that, brother.
That's from Alexandra Lang, Lindor's Abbey, and the Burgh of Newburgh, Edinburgh, 1876.
Fire.
So you know, when you start talking about the trees and stuff and how they help us, somebody looking for some things on how they could hurt us. Maybe they grew some trees and with some unnatural things to them, or maybe it had poisonous trees that we wasn't supposed to consume. But they would come around us, give her something, and then it mess up all your connections to your sorcery, witchcraft connections, whatever.
Yes, like the Hollywood, bro. You're so right. The Hollywood, they actually use Hollywood for magician sticks and that Hollywood sign and thing that it's part of a magic ritual they use when it comes to that particular wood. You're not lying. And
Mistletoe is a part of that same tree too. The mistletoe is a part of the Hollywood tree. It's just one of the little sprout, little fruit, little bud, little cute parts.
It is a species of holly. You are correct.
Wow, this is crazy, bro.
That's right. That's the rap.
So when we talk about breaking all this stuff down, a lot of people think about the words and the stuff, like it got a lot of other stuff going on too. You know what I'm saying? So I was just giving it to the community right quick.
Yes, bro. And we appreciate you. That's why I love my chat. What I say, y'all, everything. You think you ain't? Y'all think I just be saying that shit? Come on now. Y'all be coming through for me even when y'all don't know. That definitely hit, bro. And it confirmed. And we were just reading it. I don't remember what it said about that, where you heard it in the book, but it was given a description, and that's crazy. When we read the next part, I'm gonna go back to that because you mentioned that. Because it did say that, and so it may have given a different reference with having that different understanding or understanding. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
While we do this, while I say that too, I would also like to repeat something that I once stated before.
Yes.
When we say red, like we the red man or whatever, I would say that when they say red, they are talking about Germans and the Hans and the Khans. And if you would look at, I would say what's the dude's name? Minister Louis Farrakhan, I would say that he's a Japanese. And when somebody, a leader, get to come on and call us all black, then that where one of the problems come in at. You know what I'm saying? So this red, ruddy, you know what I'm saying? When we trace it back, it's really like a German thing. So.
Great info, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming to share with us. Definitely.
Anytime. Hey, thanks for your channel and your energy and everything. And I'll fall off. Hey, thanks for everybody else for listening.
Yes, sir.
Yes, make sure you jump up anytime, bro. Appreciate a word, even if it's like you
Appreciate it,
did, to
God.
make sure you give us some more information to add on. You know, this is what we need to be doing, building with each other. You never know when somebody like you, that one word stood out. You're like, wait a minute, let me check that out. I was all it was so much going on, I couldn't even really stay too focused. But for you to hear that, your spirit was like, check that out, bring this to them. This is what we're supposed to be doing, using our inner ear. Lord, this is so awesome. I love it. But yeah, thanks, bro. I appreciate you once again. And you have a great day. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Ooh.
I'm
Hitting
telling
on
you.
everything today.
How
Say it
much
wasn't gonna
time?
be a powerful bill, bro. I ain't been fasting for nothing. I ain't been doing this for the last 9 days and putting in this work. And my chat
This that
members too. We
this is
we
that
we got a
this is
few
that
of us that's
three
been
three
doing.
three energy. This is that three
That's
three three
right.
energy. This is one of them days.
That's right,
How,
brother. We actually
Just one
started
of
off,
them
T. Jones,
days.
how
nine
much
days
time
ago
you
on the
have?
12th. The 12th was the first 9 day. It was 12, 12, 21. That was the first 9 day. 9 days led up to the 21 today. So there was a nine. That day was the nine. There's a 9 days that led up, and then the ninth day would be today. So we started a 48-hour fast. We had a 48-hour fast on the 12th, the ninth day. And then there have been things going on. I don't know about anybody else, but I've had miraculous things. Listen, I got almost $7,000 I wasn't even looking for to pay for something I didn't even know was gonna get paid. So this is how real it is. We have to make
But
sure
see,
we are manifesting, doing things we need to be
right,
doing
but see,
to
and this,
handle
but
our
see, this
business.
energy, we need to speed it up because this energy been coming in since September 21st. That's when
Yep.
the whole thing really kicked off. Was that September 21st, and then that them dates after that leading up to, like you said, the culmination is going to be this December 21st, and it is going to go into 2022. So if you ain't hold on to your lug nuts yet, then shit, it's about to get unmasked.
Yeah, we know December 25th is the birthday of Serapis. So, we learned that from that National Geographic video. So, no need to copy that. Um,
So we just deal with this. We just deal with the celestial alignment. You know what I'm saying? Of the
Oh,
solstice. You know what I'm saying? And we deal with that part of the consciousness. Actually, you know what I'm saying, dealing on the cycles and not their little imagery and their uh uh what they when they want to make a personifications of certain things. When we break it down and eliminate that, even out of the common denomination, and just deal with the energy and the knowledge, we can break it down past that. No name. This is what the sun is going to do. What it's going to continually to do on this said wheel, aka the zodiac of God or whatever higher, you know what I'm saying, force or energy or consciousness that you subscribe to. See, we can just leave the names alone because names give them power because they can't. They have to enunciate things, and we taught them how to do that. You see what I'm saying? So when we can take that explaining or that understanding away from them to be able to use or kind of use to split hairs, then that'll, you know what I'm saying, that's going to be a level that they can't reach. You see what I'm saying?
mhm.
Because those names, those people are indeed true. But I think that when we want to take it back and try to take our science, because we've been here, this cycle been going on before anybody, you know what I'm saying, was brought from four
Yes.
legs to two. You see what I'm saying? So I can't, you know, see what I'm saying? They got to go back to human Z type. You see what I'm saying?
James, you asked how long I was gonna be here. Did you want to pull something up, brother? I got time. I wasn't rushing off. I just wanted to take my time because there's so much in that book. And I just want people to
yeah.
absorb the information we just went over. Think about the things we talked about in the map or what have you when it comes to that particular thing. So if you had something else you want to share, brother, I got a few minutes. I wasn't rushing off. I'm
Yeah,
good to do
I
a little bit
wanted to
more of
ask.
something else.
Yes, ma'am. I actually wanted to share King Drop video of him
Okay.
showing the maps and everything. I had already paid him to do it, so I'll go ahead and inform him that this will be my one-time use of it, and we'll just show it on your channel.
Oh,
Okay.
I appreciate that, brother. Let me know when you're ready to share. We ready. We started with the map. Let's end with some fire. Let's get it.
Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna share with the audio, but I know when I share it with audio, I have to mute my mic so it doesn't echo. Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna mute mine as well.
Okay.
Bill Harwood with CBS.
Thanks. And again, we'll still be obviously coordinating. Current flight is less than 2 hours old right now, but can you tell us anything about the schedule for the next flight, the Inspiration 4 launch schedule? And one question I think a lot of us have is how do you do that flight without working with NASA? I mean, in terms of crew quarters and suit up and facilities in general. Thanks. Yeah, well, I think we'll still be obviously coordinating with NASA, and that'll be sort of a free flyer mission with a kind of a big kind of glass dome in the front instead of docking adapter. So it should give quite a different feel.
Glass dome. What did he say about the glass dome? Run that back.
What I have is how do you do that flight without working with NASA? I mean, in terms of crew quarters and suit up and facilities in general. Thanks. Yeah, well, I think we'll still be obviously coordinating with NASA, and that'll be sort of a free flyer mission with a kind of a big kind of glass dome in the front instead of docking adapter. So it should give quite a different feel for you should really feel like you're in space more than one, because it'll just be you just surrounded by glass or acrylic technically, but. Yeah, so we're looking forward to that mission. But obviously still be working in coordination with NASA for that mission. So that should be hopefully, like as the name suggests, inspiration. And actually, I think that's the thing about human spaceflight is that it's one of those things that makes people.
They're right, Dr. Foster. What did big Dr. Foster have to say about the plasma moon? Managa.
That the moon is not a piece of rock, but it is a plasma phenomenon, cosmic plasma, and that this fact will eventually be confirmed. I made certain predictions which were already confirmed in 1958, and the situation now is coming close to a complete confirmation.
What will be the result if you are proved to be correct in your theories?
The result will be profound and decisive, because it will give proof that a complete reinvestigation of the laws of nature is necessary. Because if the moon is a plasma, no man will ever land on it. The soft landing attempts will all fail. That means that the mass of the moon is far less than is currently assumed. It's in a different state of energy, and it has far less mass. That means there is no more explanation for the tides. If the moon, for example, had only 1,000th part of its current mass, then the tides would only be 2 inches high under conventional theories instead of sometimes 14 feet. And that means that if it is proved that the moon is a plasma, then all gravitational theories are out, and the new concept of the cosmos and of its laws has to be evolved.
Aren't you being a bit adventurous, though? Because, we're going to be able to test out your theories on the moon fairly soon.
Well, not anymore. 11 years ago, of course, it was rather taking a risk. I was considered a lunatic, of course. But by now, the accumulated evidence is already so much in my favor that I'm not taking any risks anymore. On the contrary, there is scientific views expressed all over the world now that the moon seems to be of a quite different nature of what was assumed.
And the Americans and Russians are thinking of landing men on it.
Well, that will never happen. Not on the moon. On Mars, on Venus, and other planets, yes. But the moon is definitely, as I said, a plasma.
Wow.
Isn't there a slight contradiction? You mentioned the moon and the tides, Mr. Foster, and at the earlier part of the interview, you talked about the tides sweeping over the Earth.
Well, there is no contradiction there, because once the moon is proven not to be a piece of rock, but something of far less mass, and the gravitational theories are out and discarded, new concepts have to be involved, which will show that the lawfulness of nature in the cosmos is identical to that in a hydrogen atom or in atomic processes. And when this is understood, and
hey man, how much more land exists beyond the pole? That comes, man, with the contributors and the code keepers, wanting to see this fence blue, purple, red for Hawaii, for Nagamville, allow Hawaii, a wall of protection. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, hop to the 500 code keepers for keeping the water flowing. Hey, man, How much more land exists beyond the pole? I'm gonna leave you with this, man. Love the Dizzle Fitty dropping this in the copper thread. It's called the El Navegante que Cruzó la Morales de Hielo. We dropped a little bit of this before, but taking our time with it. As we talking about worlds beyond the poles, F. Amadeo Giannini, all that, the picture's getting clearer. The picture's getting clearer. And we can't confirm or deny who did what, who made what, but surely we can start to adjust our perspective of what outer space is. Just more space, man. Just more space, man. It's just more space. So once you get out your plane, you could take a boat to more worlds. You don't need a spaceship. So Elon Musk talking about Starship, outer spaceness, and which rocket's gonna work, it's a wild goose chase. You just gotta get out of the barriers. You gotta get out of the Antarctic barriers. You know, you can get out of, whatever, but what they ain't gonna get out of is the firmament, my nigga. How many firmaments, does the firmament only exist on one part of this thing? Did Hawa create the firmament on all parts of these lands? We don't know. But what we do know is that they on that play. My sister Copper Color said, body bag for the illusion. And we got that 360 dragon. Flitter. Oh boy, the picture's getting clear. So I'm looking up this doc, man, and a lot of it's in the Espanol, so we don't really got to get our Spanish on, because a lot of drops is, with, these Spanish explorers and researchers, scientists. So, we got to get it out there Espanol, man. But you can also check out this YouTube channel. I'll leave a link, El Navegante que Cruzó, and it's all in Espanol. And let me know if you got some drop out of this, man, and help us with a translation, man. You can get it on Amazon, but in the Google Translator, it says the navigator who crossed the ice walls, worlds beyond the poles, or worlds beyond Antarctica, behind Antarctica, by Nas Confunded. The story of a navigator, William Morris, who after the War of Independence in the United States decides to navigate the waters surrounding the Antarctic Circle, the Antarctic Circle. Now they just call it the Arctic Circle, but Antarctica, they're letting you know, is a circle, with his new boat finding an unknown passage to an open sea. And that's all we're talking about, is that without the Antarctic Treaty, where all these countries came together to guard the ice wall, there are passages to the open sea. Not the seas that you know, but the waters that are beyond Managa, beyond the ice wall. Other land awaits him behind, along with another civilization. More Nagas popping off, more Nagas behind the wall. Hey, more Nagas beyond. So, just like Star Trek, how many worlds are they going to, where no man's gone before? How many more Nagas are they, quote unquote, civilizing in all these worlds that we're talking about? We don't got to get too deep into all the crater drop and the plasma moon drop and the map drop. We're just having a simple conversation amongst cons. Let me zoom out there. Let me zoom out. Right in the middle of this would be your ball. Outside of this are lands beyond the pole. Outside of that are more lands beyond the ice wall. And then possibly, right, you have much, much more. Infinite possibilities would be their outer space, but you're just going straight in an airplane or a boat. Just go straight to get to the heavens. That's all she wrote.
And you all can watch that video in its entirety. That was the second part. He has another video with a much clearer picture, and you can actually see the land of Anunnaki and Isis and all of this, where they have already landed. They also have, you can see Terra Sancta in this map, and you can see that's where they bury, where they bringing their people and making pilgrimage there already. And only so far the super rich is going or whatnot. But you all can go to 432 to drop, watch those videos. And he didn't get this information until he got on the quest of Moses. And true enough, Moses is not the true name. We have to get into the old names, but at least we know there was a person who they chased up out of here. They wanted to kill him, but they couldn't catch him. And that's how they found out about these new lands, because they tried to chase them. Hitler was one of them. And as we was reading on your page, Sister Soul, on the previous show you and I done, we was reading, they said at the time of European colonization, the people over here was practicing the laws of Moses, right? So,
right.
So when we see that, and now we see these people now traveling to an outer space, not in the stars, but far in a far distant land that we cannot see because it's so far away. That's why they building these rockets and they arching over. And we listen to Elon Musk just say that we're in a dome, some type of acrylic glass. And now we're going to try to land on the acrylic glass and take fragments of that and see what it is and what it's made out of. That's what he was saying right there. So that's amazing what they talk about in private and not given to the public.
Right. All the stuff that goes on behind our backs, and most of the time it's going to come to the light. They can't do things to us that we aren't soon to find out, period. I mean, that's just
The order is going to come back, but we like how we doing now, getting ourselves back together and getting in order, and pretty soon they everyone going to see for themselves that we speak of the truth. Yes, NASA is full of lies. The word NASA itself means deception.
spelled out.
Yep. And we learned a little bit more of that in that book. I forgot the name of it just that fast. I'm gonna have to go through my books again. It was from the War Library. Oh, the Smithsonian book. And they had all the different corporations and companies, doctors, scientists, that's all part of this group. And they all also follow orders from the Smithsonian because it's directed by the president and the vice president and the Supreme Court justice. All of those can give ruling on what to do with the populace. And we read the entire chain of command and who all is involved, from the president all the way down through Congress, all the way down to the Supreme Court judge, all the way to the governor of the state. So that's why I'm saying we have to, make sure we can cover this thing on all fronts. Law side, knowing law pretty, very well, knowing, our natural way of things, knowing everything, our culture, everything. Everybody copies us. And now they trying to change it where they trying to say we trying to copy them. They always say we trying to copy them with the the weave products and stuff like that. I think that's something the women been practicing even before it was called weave, to be honest, because they always dressed up a certain way and use and put certain things in their hair. So, what are we looking at here?
Well, yeah, bro. I said, let me pull this together. We talking about the agriculture and all that. Showing this is another one of those maps. This is a concise view. Let me show y'all what it said. A concise view of the number, the resources, the industry of the American people in the year 1840, comprising the different classes of the inhabitants, principal cities, and the towns. This is from the chief agriculture with the minerals, the manufactured products, each state, so on and so forth. So I want to real quick, guys. Or you can keep talking, James. I was just pulling this up for you guys to see why you were talking about what you were saying. I want to get
Hmm.
into just a little of this. I
It's
said I was about to
it's
be
very
done, but I
important
got
that we
um,
get
if you
together.
want to look at this, James, I got to take a quick couple of seconds here, real quick. I really got my
Okay.
meditation. It's 3 o'clock, guys. Give me a second. Give me 2 minutes, brother. Go ahead if you can elaborate for me. Take this for a second.
Okay. All right. Um, okay, I guess she has to step away for 1 minute, you guys. So yeah, I can't read the screen though. Let me zoom in on my screen, see if I can read that. Okay. Well, what I do know, um, in there's a book you can get. It's called Western Discoveries of America, Western Discoveries in America. I'm sorry, you guys. And in this book, it'll talk about how they was finding gold and different minerals and elements in different states. Um, and right here in Georgia, they was finding gold and crystals right here at the North Georgia and what's that, Tennessee area, all the way over to North Carolina and some of South Carolina as well. And they was pulling gold out of these regions. Um, so that's one history that I really dive deep into because my family know of some of this history, and my family spans across Georgia all the way over to Oklahoma. We have people in Chicago, also in New York. Whereas Ohio as well. So, I was having everyone to, really dig in your family so you can see some things. But what they was finding in the soil, they did not have over there where they was from. And these people was coming from famine. They couldn't eat anything. Even some of the vegetation, they could not eat at first because it would poison them. But we was used to eating it, so it didn't bother us at all. But they changed our eating habits and all of that good stuff because they burned down everything that they went through. But again, you'll see where in this book where they went around mining and discoveries of different things, whether it's biblical, gold, silver, copper. You'll find all those things in that book. And I don't have control, so I can't share the book with you. But let me. Um, what I
All
can
right.
share.
Sorry about that, brother.
There
I
you
had to take
go.
just a
Okay.
quick minute.
Good, good. Because I was
Yep.
about to
Okay.
try to
So
find a book and share the link to them. Go ahead.
okay. So I'm gonna part just so we can get to this center part. Then we'll go to each of the areas because each. Well, no. Let's do this first. It's showing actually each state. So let's start with the states. Then here
All right.
is. I can't read it. Hold on a second, guys. This one is Vermont in Maine. This is New Hampshire, and this is Massachusetts. This is Savannah, and this is the vicinity of Albany. Can you guys see it?
Mm-hmm.
This is Albany, Georgia. This is not Albany, Georgia. This is New York, which is Albany. Vicinity of Savannah, which is Georgia, obviously. We have the vicinity of Berkeley, which is Vermont. We have the vicinity of Portland, which is Maine, and we have the vicinity of Portsmouth, which is New Hampshire. So I don't know if you guys can see it real good, but it actually is showing pretty much everything. It's breaking it down, showing you the different areas, so on and so. So just so you guys see that, I wanted you to see what this map is looking like because it's showing that all around, obviously. Now I'm getting a little delay. Okay, here we go. So as you guys see, it shows it's got all important places that they were cultivating, so on and so forth. All this is around here. We're gonna just look into this part real quick, get a little of this, and see what's going on. You wanna read a little bit, James?
Oh, I can't
Do you
read
mind, or
that.
you
It's too.
you good for now?
Oh, can you hear me? Let me see.
Too small?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, it's too small for me to read. I can't read that at all.
Okay, bro. No problem. The population of the United States in 1840 is what this says. It was said in Maine, the amount of whites was 500,438 people had came and migrated in the time in Maine. They're saying free color. Now, this makes no sense to me. 1,355. So in Maine, they're saying there was only 1,355 free colored people, but it was 500,000 white people. Makes no sense to me, but we'll ignore that. We'll just go with what they say. North Hampshire, no, New Hampshire, it says 284,000, and then only 537 free colored. This is phenomenal to me. It may be true, depending on what they did. So I can't really say. I'm just going to read it. 291 in Vermont, 730 free colored. In Rhode Island, 105,587, 3,280, 238 free colored. Connecticut, 301,000 versus 8,100 free colored. They in New York, they said it was 2 million. Oh, but whites, we got to think back then what was the difference when it came to the distinction of the whites and the free colors. So let's take that into factor. New York, 2,378,000 and 50,000 free colored. New Jersey, 351,000, 21,000 free colored. Pennsylvania, 1,676,000, 47,000 free colored. Delaware, 58,000, 16,000 free colored. Maryland, 318,000, 62,000 free colored. District of Columbia, 30,600, 8,700 free colored. Virginia, 740,000, 49,000, almost 50,000 free colored. North Carolina, 484,000 versus 22,000 free colored. South Carolina, 259,000 versus 8,276. This is a freaking lie. Y'all got to know this is a lie. It's probably backwards. They probably had the free colored numbers for the whites and the whites for the free colored is what it probably was, because this right here is not even making sense.
Well, they counted
Georgia.
themselves with the Indians.
Okay.
That's why. Yeah, they blended themselves with the Indians, so they counting the Indians. They counting us with them, and that's the number right there.
This looks like this was one of those fake narratives of the slave ship, bro.
Right.
Because look, if you look over here
Sister
next to free
Betty.
color, it's saying a slave.
Yeah, Sister Betty did a show on this before, and she showed us how they added with our group to come up with those numbers right there. But
Right.
yeah, those numbers are
Absolutely.
fudged with the Indians. The whites is
Yeah.
also blended with the Indians. That's why the numbers are so high.
And if y'all see where it say slaves, this is the part. In New Hampshire, they had only one slave. Vermont, no slaves. Massachusetts, one slave. Rhode Island, 5 slaves. Connecticut, 17 slaves. Look at the small amount of so-called slaves, though. New York, 4 slaves. New Jersey, 674 slaves. Pennsylvania,
Mhm.
64 slaves. Delaware, 2,000 slaves. Maryland, 89,000 slaves. So certain areas are saying it was really high. In some areas, none or very little. District of Columbia, 4,000 slaves. And then it has in Virginia, 448,000 slaves. North Carolina, 245,000. South Carolina,
Okay.
327,000. Georgia, 280,000. Florida, 25,000. Alabama, 253,000. Mississippi, 195,000. Louisiana, 168,000. We get to Ohio, it says only 3 slaves out of a million and something people. That's phenomenal, right? In
Okay.
Kentucky, there was 182,000. That's almost half of the people that took over that whole area. In Michigan, there had 0 slaves in this time. In Indiana, there were only 3 slaves in this time. In Illinois, out of almost 500,000 people, there were 331 slaves. In Missouri, there were 52,000 slaves. In Arkansas, 19,000 slaves. In Wisconsin, there were only 11 slaves. In Iowa, only 16 slaves. this, this is crazy.
Now, when you look at those low numbers, think about the
Mhm.
exports. So, like when you was up in the north, like New Hampshire, New York, and all of that, that's where they was exporting slaves from,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
they created a law where you couldn't export not slaves, but
Mhm.
Indians. They was exporting Indians right there, and they made a law where you couldn't export any more Indians. But at the same time, the Indians they did export, they would take them from that area and bring them down into the Gulf and bring them in as slaves. But they were still Indians. They were just Indians from the north brought down to the south,
Mhm.
and they brought them in to try to bring them in
The
as slaves.
trickery.
Yep, that's all it was.
So this right here, let's this. This is this right here tells a lot about these resources. Hold on. Okay. The produce and of the number of persons employed therein. Number of iron furnaces, 804. This is telling all this stuff. We ain't gonna get into all that. The value, where's the value? Number of pounds produced. That's talking about all the different stuff. Number of males. Oh man, this talking about wait. Let's go to the top of this part. So we can see some of the in-depth stuff because this right here is showing everything that these nuts was doing and how they cultivated our stuff. This one says capital investment in distilleries and breweries, $9,147,368. This was back in the 1800s. This is crazy. Number of powder mills, 137 mills. Pounds of gunpowder made, 8 million pounds, 977,348 pounds of gunpowder. Number of men employed, 496. Capital invested, $875,875. Value of medicinal drugs, paints, dyes, and etc. 4,151,899. Dang, all that for drugs. Turpentine and varnish, value produced at 660,000. Number of men employed, 1,800. Capital investment, 4 million. Man, this saying a lot. I don't know what all this has to do with everything, but it's saying a lot. I'm trying to see if there's anything real. Okay, let's get to it. Now we finna find something interesting. Hold on, y'all. You already know the computer trying to slow down now. Don't slow down now.
Oh,
Trying
that's
to
in
see what this railroad thing
1840.
about. Okay. Look at and it's talking about the railroad. Let's see what it share about the railroad. Oh, it's the green one, not the pink one. Hold on, let me get it to the right place here. Okay, so railroad routes actually or very nearly completed. Some all completed, and some were nearly completed. And this was back then. Boston to Portland, Maryland via Salem and Portsmouth, 105 miles. Boston to Albany, New York via Worcester, Springfield, and West Stockbridge, 203. Boston to Council. So this just showing all the different places, the distance, so on and so forth. The route of these railroads actually, and most of them they say were completed. So this was back then. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They were completed
1840.
way back then. I'm trying to go back down. 1840. Ain't that something, brother? And they acting like this stuff is. Let's see. And they railroad shit. Underground Railroad was just a railroad people was using. It wasn't like it was some weird. They making it something different. Let's see. Heights of the principal mountain hills in the United States. Long's Peak in the highest of the Rocky Mountains, 12,000 feet. Oh dang, they got all the information. Canals actual are very nearly completed. The canals that they work and deconfigured some of our oceans and stuff and made these lakes and made these mudslides in some places because they sent waters over here with these dams and yeah, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, they telling all their business right here on this telling all doing. It's oh look at this number of iron furnaces, cast iron tons produced, 286 tons of cast iron. Bar iron
Mm-hmm.
tons of fuel consumed. Number of men employed. Capital investment. Look here you go. Number of smelting houses for gold. 157 smelting houses. What the heck was a smelting
Mm.
house for gold?
That's where they to
Mm.
make the gold, separated the soil and everything to get pure gold out of it. They had to
Oh,
go
taking it
through the
away.
process.
So
Mm-hmm.
they had 157 of those around at the
Oh,
time. So they was pulling that.
Dang, I wish they would say it where. That'd have been
All
great.
other manufacturers of leather and you said what, bro?
I wish I knew the locations of these areas.
What you say, James?
I wish I knew the location
It's
of some
saying
of
it right
these.
here. The location of which area?
Oh, like where they was mining for gold. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see those locations.
Mm.
Where they
All
were
right.
mining it.
I think it said. Remember the first map we was looking at, brother? It said it in
Hmm.
there. Which ones had the mines and such and such? It was showing the areas. So I'm thinking that it may be. Let's see. It's saying something about it here too. Let me see if this is saying the areas
Yeah,
they were getting it from on here too. Let's see.
yeah. I know California was up in there in
Let's
1840. I'm quite sure they was all up in
definitely the big
California.
one of the biggest. Right. This is completed. This time of aggregation. They're talking about different little stuff on here. So I'm trying to see. This is talking about the rivers. Let's see if it talk about the minerals or resources. It should say where the minerals or Okay, products of the forward value of lumber produced. Precious metals. Up. It's saying this. Let's see if it say what though. Let's see. Here we
Okay.
go. This part right here. Let me go back to the then go down. Okay, so this says the agriculture. So horses and mules, cattle, sheep, da da da. This time I wool, hops, wax, tobacco gathered, tons of hemp, flaxseed, cotton gathered, silk gathered, sugar made. God dang, they saying every damn thing they was taking. Dairy, family goods, okay, horticulture and commerce. Let's go down here. Okay, fisheries, products, value of lumber, barrels, tires, tons, skins and furs, ginseng, all products, value of machinery, cannon, cast, value of precious metals. It doesn't say right here, but it says precious metals, manufactured $4,000,000, 734,960 dollars worth. So we talking about million, we talking about billions back then.
Hmm.
Okay, let's see. Let me go down some. Okay. So it says, let's see, granite marble, over $2 million in granite and marble. God dang, they was straight taking bricks iron manufactured $9 million, over $9 million. Value, let's see, precious metals, 4 million. Value of various metals manufactured, another 9 million. Granite, lime. Dang. Yeah, but it's not showing exactly where, brother, but it did say it on that map. I remember seeing it was saying mounds here. This one had a mound. This one was a mound. Let's see. So yeah, this is like slaves. Look at this. Male color, female colors, male slaves, female slaves. So why would it say colored slaves and then male slave? Look at this. It's a male colored, female color, and then it says male slaves and female slaves. So these had to be what? Not the ones. Verify. Names or am I misreading or understanding that
I,
different than
I
you, or
think the
what do you think?
the male colored and female colored are just freed people, I guess.
Hmm.
And the
And
people
then
that
it has
came
the
in,
male slaves and the female slaves.
hmm under 10, 400,000 under 10. Oh my goodness.
Damn, that's a lot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, that's the top of that. Different classes of the inhabitants of the United States: males white, females white, males colored, females colored, male slaves and female slaves. Okay, so I didn't have that part in there. So it's saying basically it's lying. It's saying that it's more of them than it was of us, and that's what I'm seeing on here. And I know that's all a lie. So this is a lie. This is a
Hmm.
lie.
Hmm.
It's a damn lie, right? It's got to be.
Yeah,
Doesn't even make sense.
those numbers are fudged. That's a lot. That's a
Yeah, I just
lot of
want to share
boats
something
coming
else with
from.
y'all. That was crazy.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a lot of boats coming from over there where they at.
Go ahead, brother.
All of them. They said they came on the
Right.
Mayflower. So how many boats came over here to bring that many of you all? I
Okay.
don't think they was near that number because we outdo them right now. So all we have to do is keep having babies and stay out of the abortion clinic.
That's what we got to do. Keep building our nation and make sure we're preparing everything for it to be safe for our future generations. I think that's what we need to be doing. I mean, we don't have a lot of control over certain things, but we can control our environment. It's just up to us to make sure we're producing the right things. So y'all just, stay ready, guys. Do what you need to do and keep your mind right. I'm definitely about to jump off of here. I will be back with you guys later, hopefully to read some more of the book. If not, we'll definitely get into it tomorrow morning. I'm going to try and do it for real sometime this evening, maybe even a little later than I usually get on, but I'm going to try and do that today. And yeah, did you have anything else to say, bro, if I get up out of here?
Oh no, no, no. That was it. I can get out the car.
All right. Appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
Yep, thanks. All right, guys. So yeah, we about to jump off here, y'all. I want to make sure that I fills your mind, your ears, and your vision with some good information. Looking at truth and clarity brings clarity to the mind. It brings a lot of pure thoughts to allow things to come in to actually start to regenerate and terraform your mind back into its original state. So yeah, that's what we're looking to do, and we're gonna keep doing it. Ain't nothing gonna stop us. There's nothing going to stop us. We're gonna do this all the time. Make sure we getting the info out here. Make sure you guys are tuning in to Ab Power, Ab TV, the Matriarchs, Supreme Chief Holiday. Always A1, Atanton is one. Awesome, awesome. We got so many people. The 432 Drop Gentleman. I'm just newly familiar to him, but from what I've seen so far, he is completely awesome. And yeah, we got to support everybody that's putting this information out and making sure that they are providing what we need to get our minds right, get our souls right, get our spirits in order. We got to have the whole holy trinity of mind, body, and soul in order to shift through and roll through this environment in a productive way, guys. So make sure y'all keep that in mind, okay? All right, peace, love, everything great. And yeah, make sure y'all go vote for your girl. No, Lisa. I'm excited about this. Y'all know I'm so new to YouTube, and then seeing that they have this the awards thing. I didn't know anything about that, but when I came in the community, y'all know I just been trying to put the information out there to keep you guys aware. So I am a little excited about that just because I've been nominated. It's so cute. So yeah, y'all go out there and do what you're supposed to do, being positive and sending out great energy to people that you are surrounded by and that you are coming into circumference with throughout this day. And yeah, I'll get back with you guys later. Peace, love, everything. I'm out.